Nigeria of course pẹ̀lú bí mo ti làkàkà láti dé lu yìí àtúwá dé bẹ̀tàn orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ ààrí kò tó sí fọkànbalẹ̀ bí mo bá rìn lórí títì níṣẹ́ ni màmá wo fẹ̀tùfẹ̀tù bí olè tó fẹ́ jáṣọ gbé lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀ sọ̀kò sí Nàìjà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá ogun márùn-ún ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé tèmi bá mi nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fi àjẹ mi kójútà ìnúwẹ̀ ìgbélu ìlọ.
ohun tó kéré gbà tó ti gbọ́ nípa ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ lọ́yà olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners ọgbà ní second floor 1416 Bowie Street Woodleys nílùú London. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 020-8309-8808 tàbí 07885-605-072. ìwé ìgbéwò ìrọ̀rùn bá dé lọ́dọ̀ ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé kà sí wọn níbẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners. Samuel mo ti wá ẹ délé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tí mi bá ẹ níbo gan ló ń sùn.
wò ó Gbádébọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ara mi ti sú mi lù yìí bí mo ṣe ń wo gan kò sígbà tí mi ò ní padà sílé.
sílé ibo.
Nigeria of course pẹ̀lú bí mo ti làkàkà láti dé lu yìí àtúwá dé bẹ̀tàn orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ ààrí kò tó sí fọkànbalẹ̀ bí mo bá rìn lórí títì níṣẹ́ ni màmá wo fẹ̀tùfẹ̀tù bí olè tó fẹ́ jáṣọ gbé lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀ sọ̀kò sí Nàìjà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá ogun márùn-ún ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé tèmi bá mi nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fi àjẹ mi kójútà ìnúwẹ̀ ìgbélu ìlọ.
ohun tó kéré gbà tó ti gbọ́ nípa ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ lọ́yà olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners ọgbà ní second floor 1416 Bowie Street Woodleys nílùú London. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 020-8309-8808 tàbí 07885-605-072. ìwé ìgbéwò ìrọ̀rùn bá dé lọ́dọ̀ ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé kà sí wọn níbẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners. mo ti wá ẹ délé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tí mi bá ẹ níbo gan ló ń sùn.
wò ó Gbádébọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ara mi ti sú mi lù yìí bí mo ṣe ń wo gan kò sígbà tí mi ò ní padà sílé.
sílé ibo.
Nigeria of course pẹ̀lú bí mo ti làkàkà láti dé lu yìí àtúwá dé bẹ̀tàn orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ ààrí kò tó sí fọkànbalẹ̀ bí mo bá rìn lórí títì níṣẹ́ ni màmá wo fẹ̀tùfẹ̀tù bí olè tó fẹ́ jáṣọ gbé lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀ sọ̀kò sí Nàìjà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá ogun márùn-ún ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé tèmi bá mi nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni gbogbo nǹkan tó ń fi àjẹ mi kójútà ìnúwẹ̀ ìgbélu ìlọ.
ohun tó kéré gbà tó ti gbọ́ nípa ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ lọ́yà olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners ọgbà ní second floor 1416 Bowie Street Woodleys nílùú London. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 020-8309-8808 tàbí 07885-605-072. ìwé ìgbéwò ìrọ̀rùn bá dé lọ́dọ̀ ìyáàfin Tòkunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé kà sí wọn níbẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners.
Right to immigration and asylum practitioners, apologies to that. It was a very an important call from a very good woman of God. So I have to go and quickly answer that call outside line. So I'm really sorry and apologize to that, but I have to answer that call straight away. Me to be that might be call and talk with me. Now, opening what is important to us. My name has not changed for all those that know me very well. I'm Tokunbo Olagbaye. And the way you know me is Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye, and I will not disappoint you. I will not disappoint you. I will continue to try my best. The Yoruba proverb says that but I will try not to disappoint you. It's a live program right now in the United Kingdom, Niger 101.1 FM. Live and direct in the United Kingdom, Niger 101.1 FM. I just want you to enjoy this program anytime you see me on. I will bring in as much as what I can bring in, but I really want you to always enjoy this program at all cost. I don't want you to just see it because, you see, she can be online now to be listening to me, but she really impressed me. She's got British passport for over 30 years. But she can't do without me, without listening to me. She can't do without see what I'm going to say. She can't do without come and see what I'm going to wear. She can't even do without getting that information, without even seeing me. She only met with me for the first time 3 days ago. She funny. She has not seen me in her life. She knows herself whenever she comes online. But she impressed me so much in the last 2-3 days. It was like, where have you been? It's like when you're making in fact, another client, Binu Loni, when she came in for advice on something important to her in her life, another client, that's Binu Loni. But that client that Binu Loku, it wasn't booked anyway to see me. He just walked in client. So that is that about that. But you see, I just want to continue to appreciate you all. I want to just let you know that you are important. Because at all times, we need to appreciate each other. We need to embrace each other. I love you all, regardless of all odds. I love you all, regardless of all odds. Because as a leader and as a woman and as somebody who is fighting for people's voice and human rights, I cannot afford not to love people. And as a Christian, as a woman of God, the spirit of forgiveness must always live with me all the time. So in any way that I may have offended you or you have offended me, I have forgiven you, and I hope you have forgiven me in any ramification. We are not perfect. We are all trying our best. We are not perfect. And happy birthday to you, my sweetheart. Happy birthday to you. I left you a message yesterday, and somebody said they're going to charge you for what they left on your thing. I said I'll pay for it. Yes. So happy birthday to you. Love you dearly, because you are a woman of God, and you have shown to me that you love me, so I love you back in return. When you love people, they will show love back to you. Love is something that you cannot buy in the market, regardless of how rich you may be, how poor you can be. You can't take money to buy love. Your personality and your attitude will reflect on it. My personality is who I am. Don't forget, and don't mix it up. My attitude is who you are to me. So let's get that English right again. My personality is me, is who I am, that's me. That's my personality, that's me. My attitude is who you are to me. So if my attitude to you is not good, it doesn't mean that my attitude to my engineer is not good. So you need to check that right. So attitude is different from personality. My personality is me, and you can't change it. So don't let us make mistake. Attitude is who you are. So let's carry on with today's job that we have sent to do all the time. I love you all guys, and I told you, regardless of all other odds, love you all the time. We're talking about the issues of people coming into the United Kingdom. People want to remain in the United Kingdom. How do we control this? How do we do this? How do we make it work? How do we make it work? We really need to know what and what. You see, when you are going into people's life, you want to become people's friend, you want to become people's husband or wife or partner or whatever, you need to know their rules, their do's and don'ts. When you are coming to United Kingdom, have you ever even sit down and take map and take the rules and regulations of United Kingdom and see what we like and what we don't like when you are coming through our borders? you need to know what we like and what we don't like. You cannot just take bag and want to travel and come to United Kingdom for the purpose of coming in. That is not possible. That is not possible. What is possible is you knowing the rules and regulations so you don't fall foul. The moment you know what we want and what we don't want, you'll be all right. Now, we have different types of visitors. But the most importantly is that the one that says that I am coming as a tourist, not as a student visitor, not as a business visitor. The one is just coming as a general visitor. What are the things that you need to put in place? That is important. And if you don't know those things that you have to put in place, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. You know that? Because we really, really need to get the law right. A lot of people do not understand what exactly is the law saying. What does the law want from us? What do we have to put in place? We need to know what to put in place when we're talking about the issue of coming into the United Kingdom. Now, some parents are doing my headache, and I don't want you to continue to do that headache. You want to bring your child into the United Kingdom. That is fine. That is your prerogative. That is your right. That can never be taken away from you. But then, what are the things that you have put in place? Even you yourself, how do you get your status? That you just want to turn up overnight after 14, 15 years and you want to apply for a settled status for your child, and you are expecting the entry clearance officer to just grant it just like that. That is not possible. So we really need to understand the do's and don'ts. Now, let me look into the visitors coming to UK first before I move into the child that wants to join settled parents. And this is becoming most common now, and that's why I'm talking about. I like to talk about it now. And the more I see it on, the more I will continue to come on. Visitors coming to UK, think twice, because if you call yourself a visitor, yeah, you're saying that you don't have family member. If you call yourself a visitor and it's a general visitor, what you are saying is that you are alone. You're coming to UK and you don't have anybody in the United Kingdom. Fair enough, that's fine. But there is no need for you to now enter the UK and move with your girlfriend that got a child for you, or move your family member. And then later on, something now happens, you now want to make another application to the Secretary of State outside the country, to the Secretary of State agent outside the country. You might be falling foul in terms of being able to fulfill the requirements. Because on your document, when you fill in that form, excuse me, you have already mentioned to them that you don't have anybody in the UK. You are coming as a visitor. So you have said no. Now, if something now happens, you now want to apply for settled status or spouse visa. Let's say spouse visa. You now want to apply for spouse visa. The spouse visa that you want to apply for, you are going to be asking question that, when did you meet? You know that you need to tell them when you met your partner before she becomes your wife or he becomes your husband. So you need to be able to mention that. If you can't do that, you're not going to go far. You're not going to go far. You see, what I bring online, I am not different from pastors that share experience when they are preaching and say sermons. Because if you don't have practicalities, then you are not doing anything in public work. Practical is what is moving us forward and embracing the work in the public. Because when people see scenarios that are real, then they know that you know what you're talking about, that you're not reading it from the book. In terms of reading books, we have read many books and eat many books from the front back page to the end page. But as a senior lawyer, the crucial thing is the practicalities. What happens every day that makes my job stand out among the crowd. Now, the thing you need to understand is that if you have applied as a visitor and you've been granted to come to United Kingdom, you have that status already. But meanwhile, why already in your heart, You have partner in the UK and you have a child, but you never disclose it to the entry clearance officers. Later on in life, you now decide to make an application under spouse visa. You want to come to UK to join your partner. That is going to be a hell of a headache for you, because application will be asking you, when did you meet your partner? How did you meet your partner? What did you go? Did you have honeymoon? Did you do this? Did you do that? Remember, on your previous application, which you are using the same name, the same fingerprint, the same passport, that application you have already said to them that you haven't got anyone in the UK and you are coming as a general visitor. So you are logging in the hotel. Meanwhile, the hotel you claim that you are logging, you are not logging there. You are logging with a family member that you have in the UK. Now, leave that one aside. The point I want to raise here is the fact that at the end of the day, within the same length of period of that visa, within 1 year, you now want to make application as a spouse. You return successfully back to Nigeria. You now want to make application as a spouse of a person who is present and settled in the UK, and also you have a child who is also carrying British passport. How do you go about it? Because you have lied initially that you haven't got family in the UK. Under the same fingerprint, which you can no longer deny. Once your fingerprint is taken, you can never deny that fingerprint anywhere in the world, unless if that country doesn't want to take your fingerprint. If they want to take your fingerprint and match it to the United States Visa Office, they will do that and they find you as a liar. But in terms of talking about the UK one, it is obvious that you're going to fall foul, because you have told them in your application that you haven't got family member. You're coming in under general visit visa. You don't have anybody to stay with. You're putting up in a hotel. But then, having said that, there is always a way to rectify that kind of problem. There is always a way to rectify that kind of problem. If you are in that situation, I am not putting the rectification online. If you are in that situation, you will book appointment and come and take advice that you are fall in that category. How do you go about it? Don't go forward to go and make application until you get advice from me. Because if you proceed to make application without taking advice on the next necessary thing to do before application for spouse, you're not going to come to UK for 10 years. I'm not saying UK is the land of honey and sugar and everything, but it's a blessed nation. And you have your partner or your wife there and your child. You're going to be settling in Nigeria for 10 years if you're not careful. And she's not going to leave her job to come and meet you. So don't forget, she's not going to leave her job to come and join you in the UK. So we really need to get this right. We really need to get it right. And if you have lied in that capacity, then you should be thinking of the next scenario, the next step to take. Because you have lied on the application that you are coming as a general visitor and that you don't have family member in the United Kingdom. That is going to be difficult for you. Meanwhile, you have a child and a partner, and you're now contemplating to get married. In fact, it's not a just sham marriage. It's a real marriage. It's a big party that you want to organize and have in your home country. Of course, there has to be a way out, but that is when you have to see me. That is the reason why you have to see me and take advice in that respect. People that want to bring in their child and you are settled, you have a child in Nigeria, you are settled in the United Kingdom, you want to bring that child to join you in the UK, how do you go about it? How do you go about it? Especially the fact that the dates or the length period, it's so much large, and it's really difficult to put together. But there is always a way around it. When you want to join, just hold on a second, when you want to bring a child to join you in the United Kingdom, there is always a way around it. There are some criteria, hold on please, there are some criteria that you have to fulfill to be able to have a successful application. Because if you can't have those things in place, you will not be able to get it right. But I'm coming on to that. Let me answer this call. Hello?
Hello, man.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Man. Please, I want to make an inquiry, please.
Okay, go on.
Thank you, man. I was given a dictionary leave to remain for 6 years.
Okay.
The first dictionary leave ended 2014, which I applied for another 3 years.
Okay.
And it was granted. So it's going to expire soon, and I want to put in settlement fees for settlement visa.
Okay.
So I want to ask, because I live in Leeds, so I want to ask the kind of document I'm going to be able to put in, because I didn't understand because I use whether I'm going to put my wife, basically my wife, aside from the marriage certificate and a passport, should I submit anything else aside from that, please?
You're going to submit a lot of things, but I cannot download you on online. I'm sorry. It's too lengthy, and I have a lot of people online that want to get my advice as well in a short way. So there is no way I can deal with that. I am sure that we must have spoken, and I asked you to take consultation over the line. So what you have to do is to call office and take consultation online, so that they can slot you in for 30 minutes and take accurate advice. I don't want to be bound by any client's mistake. I don't want to be bound, because if you are going to do the application yourself, then you need to be able to take proper advice from a qualified lawyer of my standard. You're going to do it yourself, accepted, and you want to save yourself some money, that is fair enough, but you must be able to take proper advice. Online, the way you are now, you can't get anything from it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. May God bless you for this wonderful work you're doing, helping our people with advices.
You're most welcome.
I want to ask you something.
Right.
I'm already on top of it anyway.
Okay.
I've got an EU passport
Okay.
from Portugal, and I've been living in this country for 6 years. And I've also had my indefinite stay. I got 2 kids who are British. And I want to invite my mom. When I started coming to this country 6 years ago from Portugal, I didn't have an EU passport then. I was married to a Portuguese man, and we came down here with an EEA visa for me. And we started living here until I got my passport. After 3 years, I started living here. I got my passport before my 5 years finished. I got my EU passport from Portugal. And at the end of 6 years, I was able to get my indefinite stay. But ever since I started coming into this country, I've always told them that I have mom in Nigeria. And my son was in Nigeria, and then I was able to bring my son as well, because I never lied in anything. I never lie in anything I do. So now, in 2013, I had my son here, who is a special need. And because of his needs, I can't go to Nigeria. I've not seen my mom for 4 years. But I decided to invite her. And that makes me, before I used to do full-time job. So, but because of my son, I'm just doing part-time. As in, it's not really, it's a full-time, but few hours, just 15 hours. And I'm a carer as well for him. So I've already filed an application for my mom. But I was surprised, maybe I did it in the wrong place. I'm confused because I did it just Wednesday when I want to submit. Because when I invited my son, I didn't pay for the visa. But when I clicked a confirmation of the application, it told that I need to pay $190 something. So, and I converted it, became 155 pounds, which I've paid. So, I did it as I was the one that filled the form, but I was putting my mom's details and everything as if she's applying from Nigeria, And I'm going to send her my payslips, my carers, when you are a carer, you get a carer's allowance, all those things, my house contract, and all those things to support application. In the application, there is a place they ask, she's a pensioner, she's a retired teacher. So there is a place they ask how much she has. I told them she has.
It appears that you haven't got a solicitor representing you in this case, isn't it?
No.
Have you taken advice at all?
Yes, I spoke to my solicitor.
Right.
And he told me, the solicitor I've been using since I came to this country, he told me that it's 50-50. That because I'm not working full time. But I'm putting it proof, the reason, and hospitals, because my son is always on and off in the hospital. Hospital letters to show that my son is a special need.
Hold on a second. It's your mother financially viable in Nigeria?
You know how it is now. She's a retired teacher since 1999. So I told her in the application that I'm going to sponsor it with £1,000, and she has savings of £500. So as she's staying in my place, she's not going to pay for hotel, and she's staying for 1 month just to meet her 2 grandkids who she has not met, and I'm the one inviting her, and I'm missing her. I want to see her because I've not seen her for 4 years, and I can't take my son to Nigeria because of his needs. So that is the ground I'm using. So I don't know.
I have to be honest. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, that person. I have to be honest with you. The entry clearance officers deep down in their mind will be thinking that your mother is not going to return back to Nigeria.
Come again, I didn't hear you now.
The entry clearance, the ECOs, will be thinking that your mother will not want to return to Nigeria. The only way to overcome this situation is if she has properties.
That is the problem. She has property, but in the village, you know how they behave in the village now. She doesn't. Is a land that her father gave to her. She built. She is not documented and all those things. So I don't know. And she's a pensioner. And the pension self. Sometimes they pay them. You know how they are in Nigeria. Every 3 months. There has to be documentation to corroborate this. You know. Corroborate what?
To show her financial situation, because it's not going to go well if there is no document to corroborate what you are saying.
She has a retirement certificate. I asked people that used to send money for me to give me printer that I used to support her a little bit from here too, and I told her to print her bank statement where her pension goes in, and her certificate.
Hold on a second. Are you living in London?
Yes, I'm living in London.
I think you need to find time and come and see me on consultation. I think there's more than what you are telling me. I think that I have some ideas that I can put out to you and sketch it out and tell you what and what to put together.
I don't know if it's a bit too late because she's going on an interview on the 25th. I don't know. What do you think?
And the application has been submitted already?
Yes.
Yes, so it's too late. Why? It's too late, madam. It's too late.
Is there anything you can tell me? That
nothing can change what is online now, because application is online and physical, and it has already gone to the ECO, so nothing can change it. Wait for a result, and then we'll move it on from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
My apologies to that. We took so long in clarification, so I really want to apologize. A lot of people say call office. I accepted. Office number is on 0208-309-8808. Please, at all times, people should call for consultation and book appointment. The whole idea of coming online is just to educate people and to make sure that they understand what we are doing and how to go about their situation. But you cannot get full advice online. It's just a generic advice to just give people confidence and boost their morale in terms of when they want to put in an application, whether it is right time, whether the documents are okay, whether they can proceed with the application or not. That's the whole idea of the application of this forum. But you won't be able to have 100% advice online. So please don't let us waste time. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, I'm Ekason.
Ekason, good afternoon.
Well, it's a quick question, ma. I came into the country in 2005. I met my partner who was an asylum seeker. We had a child together, and we were granted leave together in 2013, and we just renewed our application in 2017. I've got 2 kids back home in Nigeria, so more invites the Kono, but she was not granted. Well, My partner here has a 14-year-old 14-year-old boy, Toglasi Louis, when he was 1 year, 3 months, and she has another boy who is 10 years old now. So, February, the immigration route to Sonny Piper and the passport for Shotiana, Obi Konwaka to 1 year, 3 months, and the Obi Kon, but you have to pay 10 years. So I just want to confirm.
You can only obtain British passport for the one that was born here. The one that was brought in, even if it's 1 day old, he's not British born unless one of the parents has settled status at the time of birth. So the one that was brought into the UK is not British unless one of the parents has settlement status at the time of his birth. But the one that was born in England will have to stay 10 years continuously and will be registered to become a citizen of the UK because he was born in the UK and has been living in the United Kingdom 10 years continuously. But the one that was brought in, even if it's 1 day old, don't get me wrong, even if it's a day old, as long as that child was brought into the United Kingdom and none of the parents has settlement status at the time of that child's birth, that child would not be British until the requirements are fulfilled.
Until what, ma'am?
Until the requirements are in place. So that is the difference between the one that was born here and the other one that was brought in.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, it was breaking. I can hear you now, ma'am.
The difference between the child that was born here and the one that was brought in is because the one that was born here will stay here continuously for 10 years and get his settled British passport.
Okay, so we can apply for that one.
You can apply, yes. Okay?
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Very much for your
You're most welcome. Bye. We need to be sharp with our question. He asked 3 questions or 2 of them, 2 questions, but he didn't get the answer back for the other one because he did not put them properly. He was talking about the one that they applied for and was refused from home, but he didn't finish that before he went into the one that was brought in and the one that was born here. So 3 issues at one go. It's not going to work like that. You need to be specific and just go into one point that you want to ask question on. If you are bringing 3 or 4 scenarios at the same time, book appointment, come for consultation, 0208 309 8808, 0208 309 8808. You need to book appointment. You got to get an appointment. If you can't get an appointment, we're not going to be able to go far, and I don't want us to struggle unnecessarily. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Can I speak to my
Speaking, go on quickly, my dear.
Okay. 2 things. I just stumbled into the online, and I've tried to apply for age factor, but I'm not British. I'm EU, but I live in the UK for the last 3 years, going to 4 years. So I don't know if I qualify to be able to invite him over.
The volume is very low. Hold on. Okay. Go on.
Okay, I would like to invite my father to come and visit us in the UK. So I'm just a bit worried.
Are you a settled person?
I'm settled.
Yeah.
We're here 3 years plus now. We're Irish.
Yeah, you can invite your parents. There's no problem in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I book a consultation with you privately?
Yes, please, but you have to do that through.
When is the best time?
I wouldn't necessarily have my diary here, but you can get it through my secretary on Monday.
Okay, so I'll call this number on Monday then.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're still here. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm trying to answer online as well at the same time. Thank you for holding on for us.
Registered.
Okay.
So 8 years to be by added British passport to phone.
Okay.
Ìkejì ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pé 5 ní 2.5 years ládẹ̀ ní. So tá bá máa renew ní December, ṣé ó possible ká renew under ọmọ tó ti settle sí ìgbà tó ti ní British passport ká
ká lè gba 3 years instead of 2.5 lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin yẹn.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
The Home Office will carry on with the same status they have given you from day one.
Okay, because
Yeah.
most of them no recourse to public fund, but òun ti gba British passport, the first child ti gba British passport ẹ̀. So àmọ́ bóyá a lè claim benefit fún.
Child benefit is for child, but if none of you has status now, that child will not be able to take it.
Okay, no, 2.5 years with no recourse lọ fún wa.
Not fún ẹ̀yin méjèèjì papọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, wọ́n ní a lè ṣiṣẹ́ for no recourse to public fund.
So you will not be able to change your status. You have to finish your 2.5 years.
For 10 years.
Can you tell the world under what heading you get your 2.5 years? Did you get it with your partner at the same time?
Yes.
But
and both children. But when the child turns 10, our people already para in order for new registration like the
but overstay kẹ́ tó gba 2.5 years yẹn.
I overstay.
Kí ni reason tó ṣe fún yín 2.5 years yẹn tọkọ-tìyàwó at the same time?
Nítorí pé a ní àwọn ọmọ méjì ní báyìí. Ìkan dẹ̀ ti pé 7, ìkan ti fẹ́ pé 8 nígbà yẹn ta fi gbé wọlé.
Ẹ̀yin méjèèjì lẹ́dẹ̀ apply at the same time wọ́n dẹ̀ fún yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
1 in a million, yeah, madam. So there must be another scenario behind your case there. So from public.
There is a problem, Sha. Thank
you.
Social services. Why we pay a lot more? Apply for. They apply.
Thank you. And that was how many years back?
Nearly 2 years plus back. It's December la ma renew.
Okay, but ọkọ yìí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi iṣẹ́ wọn ni.
Because nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi iṣẹ́ ọkọ mi, so ìgbà tí wọ́n wá mú wọ́n wá sọ pé àwọn ọlọ́mọ ní bíbá yìí tó ń bí wọ́n wá ní òkè pé wọ́n fẹ́ rí àwọn ọmọ yẹn ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé bíbá yìí la bí àwọn ọmọ yẹn sí. Wọ́n fún ní community service wọ́n wá ní pé ká lọ apply torí pé ká lè ṣiṣẹ́ láti lè support àwọn ọmọ yẹn because à ń ṣiṣẹ́ but kò yẹ ká ṣiṣẹ́ so wọ́n dẹ̀ wá mú pé ká lọ apply fún 2.5 years wọ́n bá wa kọ lẹ́tà sí àwọn social services wọ́n dẹ̀ fún wa ní 2.5 years so ká lọ káwa méjèèjì lọ ṣiṣẹ́.
That's all I want to know because I always like to know facts. Thank you so much for that time, madam. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so 2.5 years then náà la máa gbà.
Òun lè máa gbà wọ́n ní change ẹ̀.
Ká lè ní kọ́kọ́ fún wa ní recourse to public fund.
Well, Abba, madam, they take care of me like they will never take condition off for you because what you requested for is one. They take care of madam. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Shame about me. One, they take no recourse to public funds off for you because your husband is working and you are working. That's the whole idea. That's what you requested for, right to work, to have your freedom, to put food on table.
But ọkọ mi ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ torí problem tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi kí àwọn tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn so ìyàwó mi nìkan lè mí ṣiṣẹ́.
Home Office will not change their mind on that.
Alright.
But wọ́n ṣàfún wọn níwèé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fi lè ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe wọ́n ti fún wọn níwèé.
Wọ́n ti fún níwèé but kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ in the care section because of what happened there.
So, okay, I understand, but he probably will be looking to get something from outside then, isn't it? Okay, all right, madam. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? So like we are talking, what we are discussing, you have every right to invite your mom, your dad, your relative to come to UK as a visitor. But you need to show that you are working. You have to show that there is an intention for those people coming in to return back to their country of origin. You need to show there is enough accommodation for you to keep them together, to keep them with what you have already in the house. So, can they invite you? You can't send invitation card out if you can't put your head up. So, sending invitation is not for everybody. You need to have something to back it up when you are giving invitation. You understand? You got to have something to show for it when you're giving invitation. You need to have a big property. You need to have enough space. So when you have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls, and let's say their ages 8 and 10, 8, 10, 11, 12, and they are different sex, 2 sexes, and it's only 3 rooms, 1 for you and your husband, then the remaining 2 is for those children, and those children are already in the boundary of having a single room on their own, because age of 10 is single room started under Housing Act. So which means that the person coming in, you will really have to be able to explain it properly. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi there.
Hello?
Ẹ káàsán, oh, go on. Yeah, thank you. I can hear you. Go on. Not automatic. There has to be some conditions to it. You have to show that it will be unreasonable to return that child back to the country of origin where the parent.
But at least can someone apply at least at the age of 7?
Yeah, there is, the application is there and the law is there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So you can apply it. Of course, the law is there. The chance of success is what we need to debate on. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Let's answer questions online. It says here that I want to invite my wife to come to UK, but she's not educated. What can I do? Do we need her to have education? But she must be able to read our street maps, our landing card, our do's and don'ts. Somebody will have to fill in the form for her. She will have to be financially viable. Everything's about money. She has to be. If she's financially viable, believe me, she only needs an interpreter to come to UK. It's just about money now. What can you do without money? Eh? You can't do anything without money. I love you too. Thank you. There is nothing you can do without money. Let's be frank with ourselves. Let's be honest. Let's be straightforward. This person, you don't need to be able to read and write to come to our country here in the United Kingdom. All you need is money. Who is going to turn down a billionaire visa? So you don't have to know how to read and write. That's the conclusion there. So when you are ready, visit me in my office. We'll take it on from there. Let's carry on quickly before they start giving me warning on my engineer is clicking fingers to me. Hello? You need to have patience when you are calling online of a public person like this. There are so many people calling, so it's a bit difficult. My dear. That's it. When you have money, money can do anything. Money buy you class, money buy you status, money buy you friends. Because once you have money, you move ladder. You become a league of certain group. You join a league. So forget about not being educated and want to come to UK. We won't turn down your visa as long as there is money in the account and you have houses, you have things to show up for. We're not going to turn you down. Do you understand? We're not going to turn you down. Money is, everything's all about money. You don't have money, you can't move class. Now who's going to move with you without money? Who's going to be your friend? Unless you are one thing, you are one way or the other gifted. If you are gifted in another thing that everybody can see, and the billionaire can see, the rich person can see, then they can cover your that not having money and brought you up to that ladder. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello there. Hi. Why would somebody be calling now? There's no time for me to be asking hello. So that is just the situation. You need to have money to come to us. Once you have money, you don't have problem. You understand? It's all about money. Do you want to speak now? Hello? If you don't have money, there is no way you can meet up with things in life. So it's all about having money. Once you have money, you will meet up with the standard. There will be no problem. And you'll be able to deal with the issue. I'm not going to answer your call anymore. If you can't talk, go and put on your question online for me to read. And let me answer another question here. I'm disabled. Can I invite my mom? Of course, you can invite your mom. This is all about money. I'm talking about. Once you have money and you can show that you accommodate your mom, and your mom will return back to Nigeria or where she's coming from, of course, you can invite her. That's not a problem at all, you know. You can invite your mom at any time, you know. It's all a matter of you being able to fulfill the requirement for visitors coming to visit United Kingdom. Once you can meet that criteria, then you are okay. But if you cannot meet the criteria, you will not be able to do so. So your disability does not determine your daily thing, or who you invite in or you can invite in. So don't worry about that. The disability does not determine that. That is 100% certain. Please, I have a sister. I have a sister back home. She's midwife. I want her to come and work here. What can she do? She can come over here and she can come over here and come and work, but she needs to fulfill the criteria. You know, it's a matter of fulfilling the criteria. I want to appreciate you. We are leaving FM now, but we carry on as usual for some time so that I can take calls now. So we are coming off on studio. It's on 0208-309-8808. My name is Tokunbo Lagbaye. This is just cutting off, but we continue. Stay online, but we are cutting off from FM recording so that we can continue outside online. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you. Don't go away. We're still here. We're just coming off online. We're just coming out of FM. Thank you. So, hello. 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 I submitted an application without my passport as ID for the close to 2 years now. I have done the biometric Home Office and Home Office did not respond to my application. Is the passport the reason why my application still delayed? I don't think so. I think it's because of the general delay. Your application is not abandoned. I would not necessarily want to think like that, you know. Hello? Hello? We've already cut off from line, so there's no way you will hear me anymore. So we can just hold it on here because it's already taken off from FM. So it's just on Facebook now. We're not on FM anymore. Hello? Yeah, hello dear. I can hear you.
If I need to bring a maid to look after the kids, what do I need to have?
That would be a domestic worker under private household.
Yes.
You need a lot of requirements. I can't deal with it here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You need a lot.
I'll come and see you, ma'am.
Yes, please.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Now, the only number you will use to call now is 07908-628240. 07908-628240. We are not on FM anymore. So we're still over here, but we're not in the studio any longer. We're in the studio, but we're not on here anymore. So this is within the Facebook now. How much do I need in my account to acquire UK visa? You need to be financially viable. So you have to have money coming in and out. You know, you have to show that you have a steady income. If you want to apply for a visa to come to UK on a visit, you need to have a steady income so that they will believe you. If you don't have steady income, they're not going to believe you. You need to have a steady income. That's just it. You need a steady income. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello there. Hi.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, sorry, I have this questionnaire that I've done. Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, then I've done like the UK test and the English test, so now I want to put it in. Is it proper for me to take it there? As what's it called? You know, the same day service, or to use the lawyer?
You want to do what? You want to do what?
I want to do like a day, like the premium service on it.
And you, what type of leave do you have at the moment?
Yeah, I have discretionary leave. I want to get my settlement now.
So you've got your DL twice.
Yeah, no, my discretionary leave is 6 years now.
Yeah, that's what I mean, DL, discretionary leave.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have it twice now.
Yes.
And you want to go for...
Yeah, it's gonna end next month.
Have you obtained advice before you put in premium?
No.
I think you should. Don't be too confident.
Okay.
I think you should take consultation before you go in for premium. Otherwise,
Okay, if I book appointment with your office now, will you be able to help me to sort out my document while I do that?
the thing is that the fee to check documents is different from consultation. Because when you're asking me to go through the document from A to Z that you have already put together yourself, you are making me bound as a legal practitioner, as a solicitor, as an immigration advisor, as someone who's got length of experience in the immigration field. You are asking me to be bound. So therefore, the fee is not the same. We don't charge the same fee. So call office on Monday and then you will get the difference. You will know. But I think you should come for advice first so that you will know what type of document you have to put together.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, there. Thank you very much. Let's take this international call. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hi, hello there. Yeah, you are speaking to a lawyer, so what can I do for you?
Okay, I'm watching this online.
Thank you.
I want to have
You did what? It's a bit fade. I can't hear you properly. I didn't get you. I think it's because of your distance from us. Which country are you calling from, sir? Italy. I even have US calling in. US is even calling. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi there.
Hi, yes, good afternoon. I'm calling from the US.
Okay, I can tell.
I have a question. Okay, I was born in England, and but my children and my husband, my children are born in America, my husband's from Nigeria. I want to know if I want to apply for my husband to get status in the UK. Is it possible to be married to him?
Hold on, let's take it step by step. You were born in the United Kingdom. Do you have a British passport?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're a British citizen.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing in the US?
I've been here since I was a child.
You've been in the US since you were a child, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have American passport?
Do I have I'm sorry?
Do you have American passport?
No, I'm just waiting for it to come in line for my green card.
So you have a green card at the moment?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my number to come in. I have my number, I'm waiting for my card to come in.
Okay. I'm asking you a question because I want to know the routes you have to take to get your man into your country. You are in the most too powerful country. You are a UK citizen and you are living in the United States. You don't have income to show in the UK. So you're not going to be able to...
But I actually do. I don't have income, but I do have like a bank account, and I do deposit money in from there. My sister is still in England, so she helps me to manage that.
The truth of the matter is that you have to live in the UK to get your man into United Kingdom with you, because you need to be earning income. And if you don't earn income, then it means you must have a savings of 30-something thousand in your account. Pounds.
Okay.
For you to get him into United Kingdom.
Okay. So if I have about that much in my account, I'm okay.
If you have 18,000 plus 16, 34,600.
Okay.
And savings.
How long does it take? The whole process.
I would, to be honest, I won't be able to escalate on the time frame, because at the moment the backlog is now affecting every department, you know. So within 6 months you should be able to hear back from them whether it's acceptable or not.
Okay, thank you so much.
But you need to have advice to know what to put in. Don't just put in an application, because it's quite a lot of money. The fees to get him in is £1,464.
Okay.
So you need to get advice to know document to put together, to know what he needs to do over there at his end before you can have a successful application.
Okay. Can I do consultation with you?
You will
after I will
call my office. You cannot do consultation with me after I leave online today. You need to phone my office on Monday. Okay. Look at the American time, the one that will be suitable for me. That will show that we're still working in the UK, and then we can arrange. But my secretary will be able to arrange with you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, dear. Take care. Bye. She has a UK citizenship. She's fighting for American green card. She's a Nigerian origin. She's got 3 countries. But the crucial one is that she wants the husband to come to United Kingdom, not even US. So it means she needs to fulfill the earning financial requirement. At all costs, she must fulfill that financial requirement. And she's not working at the moment, because it says earning. So if she's not working, then she must have a juicy savings account. 18,600 plus 16,000 extra. That's 34,600 that she needs to have sitting in her bank account for the period of 12 months. Hello? Yeah. Hey, cousin. I didn't get your question properly. If I'm not going to lie to you. Báwo ló ṣe wọlé padà tó bá gbé lọlé? How did the person manage to get back into the country? Ajá tó wọlé tọ́ ẹkùn lọ ni. You didn't get that. Ta ló gbé lọlé, ta ló wọlé padà, ta ló gbàwé. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá ọmọ ti ní ìwé ní tiẹ̀. Orúkọ tí yíyan fi gbé ìyá ọmọ lọlé yẹn ló sì ń lò padà nígbà tó wọlé padà again. Tó bá dé bridge yẹn á cross yẹn. When she get to that bridge, she will cross it. Kó gbéwèé wọlé kó wo nǹkan tó mọ̀ fìsì máa sọ. àìsínbẹ̀ láìbá wọn dá sí. You can't escape it. Put paper in. She's saying already she's saying, so she might as well face the music. The chance of her success is quite slim. Even the fact that she's already in their what is it called? The success is quite slim now, because as soon as she puts in application, it's possible that her name will pop up. Yeah. Hello?
ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm calling from South Africa, ma'am.
Thank you. Bless you.
Yes, ma'am. And then I saw you on Facebook, and then I'm like, okay, I've got family in Nigeria, which I want them to come to UK.
Family in Nigeria, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are in South Africa.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I want them to relocate to. I want to relocate to UK.
You have to return to Nigeria to go and make application from Nigeria.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am. I know, ma'am.
Okay.
Me, I can apply here in South Africa for visa to UK. But getting a visa for them in Nigeria, I don't have a contact. Which I don't know if you can help me out. That was why I called, man.
Why do you want to relocate? Why do you want to bring them out of their stable environment? Why do you want to take them into United Kingdom? What is different? What are you seeking? What type of movement do you want to do? Migration or just visa only?
I want to move back to Nigeria. But I don't want to stay in Nigeria. I want to relocate to UK. But I don't want to move alone. I want to move there with me together to UK.
Then in that case, you have to be financially viable. If you have enough income in your account, then we look at the business visa for you to make in, and then you move with your family. Or you are a pastor, then we do minister of religion for you. But you cannot do visit visa. It's not going to take you far. You have to be financially buoyant. You have to be financially strong.
I am, ma. Glory to God. I am, ma. Glory to God, ma. I am, ma. I just want to know if you've got the contact to get the visa to UK. That's why I called you, ma.
You can't get contact with entry clearance with white men. It's a matter of knowing your job and doing it properly. And then your name will speak for you.
You're right, ma.
So if you need me to put in an application for you, my office in Lagos will take care of that. So you need to call this number on Monday outside here so we can talk better. I don't want to assess your income online because everybody, the whole world is listening. Let me assess your income privately when you can speak to me.
Okay, so must I call you on Monday now?
If you have time, I would suggest so.
Okay, Mom. Okay, Mommy. Okay, Mommy, I'll do that, Mommy. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Take care there. Bye.
All right.
Yorùbá ní kì í dùn kó pọ̀ ní ṣókí ní ọbẹ̀ oge. I'm already off studio line. I'm not on studio here. I'm just on Facebook trying to make sure that I answer questions as much as I can before I leave because I have another engagement immediately after this in the church and I need to attend that engagement in church. When we say engagement, it's not party engagement. It's the work of God. So I have that to do immediately after this, but I want to give more time as much as I can now so that anyone that wants to get clarification can take advantage of my being around now. I'm in the studio, but I'm not on here, on studio here. We've already cut off from studio here because we have to follow protocol and communication line. We have to follow protocol, so that's come off. But we're on Facebook. So I'd like to read some questions and see if we can answer more before I leave. And before I go, that is it. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you. I want to appreciate you all. I don't know how to appreciate you. But there is something coming to my mind saying that ènìyàn ṣá láṣọ tèmi. Ènìyàn ṣá láṣọ tèmi. Listen, nobody's perfect. We are all trying our best. Nobody's perfect. But I am not happy with the numbers of domestic violence that we are receiving now in our community. And I have to be honest. I am really, really not happy with the numbers of domestic violence. Number is now increasing immensely. Immensely in a way that women cannot trust men anymore. Why? Women cannot find a man's shoulder. Woman cannot find a man's shoulder to cry on. They now end up looking for another woman's shoulder to cry on. But they're not looking for another woman's shoulder to cry on sexually, but to lean on and have a part on, to just talk to. You can't even discuss violence with men and say, listen, this is what I'm going through with my husband. because you don't even know bóyá ọkùnrin tó ń discuss pẹ̀lú gan ti lu ìyàwó ẹ̀ pa sínú ilé. I'll deal with that next time, don't worry about the pastor visa thing. I'll deal with that next time, don't worry. Remind me, I will come on board to deal with the pastor visa. It's an interesting one, but not today anymore, because I've already released myself into another topic entirely, so I will not be able to pick it up again. My brain is computer, but when it's tuned and computerized, then it needs to go in now. I'm talking about why do we now have people have domestic violence increasing in our midst, in the Nigerian community, in diaspora. Why? Kílódé, what is going on? Why is it increasing? Why are we having domestic violence immensely increasing? Why? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Who is at fault? I am not there to shift blame. But the question is, what is going on? How do we rectify this? How can we continue in this manner? Bless you, Elijah, my darling. Bless you. You understand? How can we do this? It's becoming a bit of a nonsense and a nuisance thing. And it shouldn't continue in this manner. It should not have. It should not have. Women cannot trust men anymore. Why? Hello? Good afternoon, dear. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, I have two questions. My first question is, I want my mom to come to UK. And I'm a British citizen. So I don't know how I can go about that.
You can just make application for your mother to come. Application can either be made from the United Kingdom and give it to them to submit in Lagos, because it has to be submitted for entry clearance purpose, so it can never be done in here. It's what they call entry clearance. Your mother needs to have a clearance to enter UK.
Okay.
So the application has to be done there, but you need to take advice before you can put in documents and know what you are doing.
But can I call you on Monday? Hello?
Yeah. Carry on. It's not your child, it's your sister's child.
It's my sister's child.
That will not be really.
And I'm the one paying every penny.
You need to go and adopt that child. Okay. You cannot bring in your sister's child. I'm going to talk about that next time, because I know that a lot of Nigerians is now coming up with this idea.
Because that boy, even to the sources women I'm buying from here, and I'm not satisfied with many things I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I can understand and I can appreciate. Every one of us has family back there that it looks as if we just want to take that child away from them and bring them for a better life, but we have to go through procedure.
Because of the boy now, I'm going to Nigeria to see his teacher and everything, and it's not convenient for me. So
is your sister alive?
She's alive, but she remarried to another person.
Then you may probably be going into adoption and check the adoption process and adopt the child legally. Yeah. But like I said to those who have come to me to take advice on adoption process, Nigerian is not automatic anymore. You need to take assessment from England now. So you need to go to your social services and speak to them.
Okay.
They need to pass you first before you can then continue with the adoption over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I will need to call you on Monday though.
Please do so and book appointment to see me. Yeah, please do so.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, take care. Thank you. So the issue here is that I have to take off the phone so that I can have time to talk about what I want to talk about. Why are we having immense increase in violence at home, in a domestic home? Why? It's now becoming rampant. Women are now scared. And you all know that they don't want to speak out because they're so scared of speaking out, because the assailant has taken the confidence away from them. So there's no way they can speak out. People are so scared to talk about the issues they are facing in the house. They can only discuss it with people like me. They can only come out and talk to me privately. And I will not disclose too much about it as well. But the question I'm asking is that why is it now becoming immensely rampant? What is the problem? Where have we got it wrong in relationship? It's not about marriage, partner, fiancé, boyfriend and girlfriend. It's increasing. Domestic violence is not about marriage. It's about relationship. What is going on? To shift blame, you have to be there and see things. But then don't forget what we call love. When that person is no longer interested in you, he or she, especially he, but I don't want to generalize, will be looking for every avenue to get rid of you. And if you don't get out on time, it could result into death. It could result into death. When relationship is not going smoothly anymore, life is not built on sentiments. Let's get it right. Life is not built on sentiments. Majority of relationship of today is based on sentiments. If I leave, what would my family say? I don't know what they're going to think about. If I report the incident to the police, his family will be saying that I take their son to police station. I put their son into custody. I did this, I did that. Don't their son think of what he was doing, the repercussion of beating and banging things on a woman and giving her bruises, injuries, lips swollen up, bringing blood out, wet blood on the body, taking confidence away from a fellow human being? Is that how it's been told to do in your family when you were brought up? Is that how the mama said to you to do it to your wife? Please, let's wake up and get things right. There is no need for you to hang into relationship when it's not going well. I'm going to be giving that advice at length. But for those who are under my program, Women Empowering Women, we'll still continue to talk about that and discuss that privately. But it's not going well anymore for some people in their relationship. And I'm begging you, men that are out there, if there's something that you think she's doing that is not right, the reason why you are a man is that you must be able to stand up and man enough to walk away from problem, walk away from something that would take your confidence away, walk away from something that would take your credibility away, walk away from that violence, walk away from it. You can walk away from it. You're not bound to stick inside it as a man as well. You're not bound. Having said that, we know many women that are slapping their husbands' faces as well. Why is it happening? Is it because of your wealth? You woman that you are smacking your husband's face. Is it because of your red passport? Is it arrogancy? Or is it your family background? Is it family background? And you as a man, as a role model, why would you be beating your wife, the mother of your child? Why would you be putting her down? What is wrong? What is not right? What can we do to get it right? We need to start thinking from that angle. We need to think from that angle. I think enough is enough. But I have to go now. I want to appreciate you all for joining me and assisting me and supporting me on this program with your beautiful words, your lovely words, your sexy words, your everything words. You know, money is not everything. You know, money is not everything. But the support I'm getting from you, it's more than enough. The love I'm receiving from you, it's more than enough. I love you all, and I remain humble at all times. I enjoy doing this, and I'm not changing for anything. I love you, and God will continue to be with all of you. I want to pray for you all that always refer people to me that have not even seen me. Ẹ̀yin aràn àyànmọ́ lọ́wọ́, mo sọ fún ìṣẹ̀dá ayé yín, gbogbo ibi tí àwọn ọmọ yín bá wà, tí ẹ̀yin náà bá ń dé, ẹ máa rí olóore, ẹ máa rí aláàánú. Gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá ń ti ẹsẹ̀ bọ̀, ilé ọ̀wọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ fún yín, ọ̀run á máa gbà fún yín. Anywhere you go, your children will continue to receive favor and blessing of God. Your household, by the authority in heaven, I speak into it. You will not experience violence. You will not experience turbulence. You will not experience problem. You will not experience haters. You will not experience gossipers. You will continue to move from level to higher level, from level to higher level. You will continue to experience his presence in your life. Mountain will move because of you, so you can come. It can be so lowered for you to pass through. After when you pass through, people will ask, how did you manage to get there? You will meet your destiny helper, whether your enemies like it or not. The world will open for you. The heaven will open for you. I speak by the authority in heaven, by the power that never changed, by the blood of Jesus on the holy Calvary. You will continue to experience assistance, love from people. You will not die younger. You will not die before your glory. Favor will locate you. In anything you touch, it will flourish. When Joseph was put in the garden, in the prison on that day, Pharaoh, no ramification, locate him. And Joseph said to him, anything I touch flourish. Anything you lay your hand on, your mind is will flourish in the name of Jesus. You will continue to experience elevation. People that you don't know, they will locate you, they will assist you. Men and women will bow before you to assist you. Billionaires will run after you to help you. You will not lack in anything you do. I have said it today, so it shall be established. Authority in heaven have ordained me to say to you, it is well with all of you. You will continue to go from level to level. And I've said it, you will not experience sickness. You will not experience sorrow. People that will bring problem to your door will not locate you. Whatever you lay your hand upon, it will prosper. Your heart's desire will be fulfilled. I pray, and so shall it be. Continue to experience the joy of the Lord in your heart. Continue to be free from burden and bondage. Continue to go out there and do things that makes you happy. Continue to move with people that makes you happy. Regardless of what people say, there are some people that you meet in your life and they make you happy. That's one thing people don't understand. It may be a woman, it may be a man, it may be a small child. They just become an impact in your life. No matter how big you can be, you become somebody that's so important in their lives. I may be very small, but I know that I have impacted some big lives because I always check on them. I always inbox and see how he or she is doing. And these are big people back there. But I am becoming an impact. As I have become an impact in their life, you also will have people that will impact your life into progress, into success. As you are sending people, you are talking about me, you are sending my name out in good, in positive. Your children will not find wanting in the garden of success. They will not die young. Mine will not die young, and nobody will die young. You will continue to experience turbulence of richness. It will come, it will shake, but you will know that it's richness and wealth that have located you. So it will be. I pray for you. God will continue to be with you. You are protected in the name of Jesus, and you will not fall. Lord will be with you, and we will meet again. There's no problem. I love you all. Thank you very much for all your support. Blessed is the name, and blessed be upon your household. I bless you all in the name of Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go well. It is well with you in Jesus' name. Thank you. Thank you all. Till next we meet again. I remain humble. I'm Tokunbo Olagbaye. Thank you all of you. I love you all. There is no exemption. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.